Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to have your best year yet. And I actually mean that. How to make 2026 your best year yet. I believe this is the year of the horse. And 2025 is the year of the snake. So what does the snake do? It sheds. It does a lot of unlearning of, all the programs that were implemented into the system, into your system. You do a lot of shedding, shedding friendships, shedding old routines, your past self, basically. And then what does the horse do? It moves forward. It carries on. It's in the race to win the race. You know what I mean? So yeah, 2025 shedding, 2026 we're moving on with things. So how to have your best year yet. I have 3 bullet points. That's it. You don't need a whole list. You don't need a 40-minute video of some stranger telling you how to have the best year. These are the things I truly believe will help anybody watching this video. Number 1, unplug. You don't need to look at how much screen time you have been consuming. You don't need to look at the number. Just stop doing it. Just stop. If you know it's a problem, put your phone down. Just put your phone down, turn the TV off, and don't give yourself the option. Because constantly viewing other people's lives and their realities that aren't real, it's putting you in a negative mind space. And it's actually pushing your productivity back further, and you're procrastinating on your accomplishments that you could be achieving sooner because you're constantly comparing yourself to strangers on the internet. That is very unhealthy. That is why depression and anxiety rates are skyrocketing right now, and they probably will for generations to come, unfortunately, because we are so plugged into our phones. We are letting our phones, ads, the internet, people, we're just letting everything program us. And of course you're going to feel depressed. Of course you're going to feel unmotivated. Of course you're not going to keep the promises to yourself if you are just watching everybody else's routines and seeing what they're accomplishing and just beating yourself up all the time, So I think that once you unplug, you can literally plug into life more, You can slow down. You can see all the beauty around you, and once you allow yourself to see the beauty that surrounds you, you will see it in yourself too. You will see it in yourself too, because you're no different than the sky and the sun and the moon and the stars and the ocean, okay? Because we were created by the same creator. So just know that there are so many benefits to unplugging, and you don't have to delete your social media. You don't have to make it an announcement, but literally just stop picking up your phone anytime you get a notification. Anytime something screams for your attention, literally ask yourself, what do you need to focus on? It's probably not your screen, okay? For me, it's YouTube. I consume a lot of YouTube, and I'm going to combat that with posting more. And yeah, there's going to be some people out there that are just going to be consuming the content, okay? There's always going to be those people. But for me, I want better for myself, so I'm going to be posting more. But not only that, whenever I'm not posting on YouTube, then I'm going to be living my life. And yeah, maybe I'll watch a video every now and then, but not everything that comes up in my not subscriptions, everything that comes up in my For You or whatever suggested, I'm gonna click, because yeah, girl, I'm done with that. That's a waste of time. But yeah, so unplug. Oh, here's another reason why you want to unplug. Have you guys been seeing those little brown tan boots that all the girls have been wearing? They're cute. They're really cute. I've been seeing them literally everywhere I look. They're little, I could put a picture on the screen because I don't know how to explain them. So I was kind of convinced that I wanted a pair of these because they're so cute, they match everything, and I've been seeing all the girlies with them, right? But I also know that I'm not the kind of person that will just go out and buy something because it's a trend. I personally don't like to do that because I don't want to blend in. I don't like how the world is turning into like, it's like robotic and it's repetitive and it's boring and everything's starting to look the same, you know? We don't even have super pretty fancy colored cars anymore unless they're sport cars, right? Like everybody back in the day used to have a bright colored car or something that looked cool as fuck. Now it's just boring, right? White, silver, black, whatever. Basically what I'm trying to say is those shoes, I thought I wanted them because I thought they were cute. But then I went to the store, not to look for them. I just went to the store and I passed the shoe section and I was like, those are the shoes I want. Similar, but they have their own twist on it and they feel more like me. And I will show you the shoe. They're these. They're black. I love this brand. I grew up with this brand. And these are just more of me. Like, they're cute. They're black. Like, the brown ones are cute too, but they were not, like, they didn't feel like my sort of thing, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is when you're so plugged in, you'll kind of convince yourself that you like things or you have an opinion about something that actually doesn't resonate with you because you see it so much. It starts to become your program. Yeah, I realized, okay, I might like beautiful long colored nails on other women, but on me I like short French tips or even long French tips or maybe colored French tips, but the point is I like French tips. Okay, I'm starting to learn more about myself and find my signature look and that sort of thing because I'm unplugging. Okay, once you unplug, you'll be more authentic, you'll be more confident, you'll be more bold, more expressive, more just yourself. You'll be yourself once you unplug. So how could you not have a better year, you know, with all of those great things? Number 2, focus on one thing for the year. You can set goals in every category, but what I think is the best thing to do is to have one main priority. One main priority. Let's say yours is fitness. If yours is fitness, you'll have to make the time to get a workout in every single day, except a rest day. Every single day, you'll have to make time to eat healthy because that goes with fitness. You will have to make time to get more sleep, and anyways, you'll rearrange your life based on this fitness goal, right? And that bleeds into other aspects of your life because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you put all your focus and energy and you invest into one thing, the other categories will naturally just start to be watered and they'll grow. You'll start reaching goals in every single category, okay? Focus on one thing so you don't overwhelm yourself. And so that thing is always done, right? Like, if I'm like, okay, 2026, this is what I want for my finances. This is what I want for my fitness, my relationships, my everything. Girl, you don't even know where to start, okay? And it's kind of hard to keep up with all of that. You'll make so many promises to yourself, but then it's hard to actually keep up with it because you don't know where your priority is. Okay? And I think that you will accomplish more by having one main focus because it's going to become your non-negotiable. It's going to get done. And then let's say you reach your dream body and you know how to maintain it because you built the healthy habits for that, then you can work on goal number 2. But I bet you're already going to be working on all these other goals because you're so focused on this one. Like I said, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So yeah, number 2 is just focus on one thing for the year, not a whole bunch of things. Ask yourself, what is the one area of your life that if you saw massive growth in that area of your life, it would change everything for you. It would change everything, your entire situation. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe if you put everything into getting a good, great job, or starting that business and it took off, or being a content creator and you blow up, or whatever you want to do. Let's say it's finances for you, that would change your entire life. And then you could help your family, and then you could, invest into bigger dreams that you have, right? Or maybe it's fitness. If you just, let's say, lost 100 pounds, lost 50 pounds, or maybe even gained 20 pounds, you would feel more confident, right? Like, just name that one area of life that if you focus everything on that, you would be set. Like, you'd be happy knowing that by the end of 2026, you at least accomplished that. Focus on that. Number 3. Now, I know I said that you need to unplug, but number 3 is very, very special to me because I've been doing this my entire life. Document your life. In journals, in voice memos, pictures, videos, in even playlists that you make will tell a story about, something that was going on in your life at the time that you made the playlist. Okay, start creating stories for your life. Make it fun, make it interesting. Be the character, like an actual character in a movie or a book. That's how you romanticize your life. Start documenting it. Okay, and maybe you don't want to be a content creator. That's a whole nother topic. But maybe you should be one because it'll really pay off. And I don't just mean like this. I mean, you'll have something to look back on. You'll be comparing yourself to yourself instead of everybody else. And then also, if you document your life, by the end of 2026, or whenever you're watching this, by the end of the year, you will be able to actually have an accurate audit. You can actually audit your life and be like, okay, this is what I did in January. I went to Pilates for the first time. I went to this cooking class. In February, I started crocheting. In March, I was lazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or April would be next. But document your life. It is so fun. Girl, I will stay up at night sometimes just going through my old camera roll and just like being like, oh my gosh, like who is she? Because at that time in my life, I thought, oh, like I wasn't pretty, or oh, like, there was so much going on. But dang, I look back and I'm like, she was gorgeous. She was so pretty. And I'm talking about myself. Like, I'll look back on myself like that. I'll be like, dang, like, oh, if only she knew how pretty she was, or if only she knew how, like, her life would change in such a beautiful way. If only she knew, like, things would get better. Document your life, because honestly, I think you're gonna regret it if you don't. And if you have kids someday, you're gonna want to look back on your beautiful journey as well. I have a son. I have a 2-year-old. He's gonna be 2 next week. Is crazy. But yeah, I write love letters to him. I have written love letters to friends. I put a lot into my writing. Also because sometimes when I'm not the best at articulating myself when it comes to like speaking verbally to people or to a camera. But in my writing, I can really slow down. And oh my gosh, my writing is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, girl. I'm a little poet or whatever. But yeah. And I have fun with it. That's how I romanticize life. I'll write myself a letter, or I'll write a loved one a letter, or maybe it's not a letter. Maybe I'm just hella depressed and I write that shit down and it's still like, dang, I made it sound all like demure or whatever the girls say. But yeah. Where was I going with that? Document your life, make it fun, make it interesting, and I bet you if you posted it on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, I bet you somebody would find you interesting and then you'd get paid to just be yourself. How fun is that? How fun is that? Because who cares what people think? Like, we all are scared to post on social media. None of us know what we're doing. We're all trying to figure it out. We're all trying to figure it out as we go. So, like, who cares? The only person that's actually judging you is yourself. And if anybody else is judging you, they're not going to be judging you in the next 5 minutes when they scroll and start judging the next person, okay? They're going to get over it. They're not going to lose sleep over judging you. And you shouldn't lose sleep over people judging you either. So, yeah, the 3 things that you should do to have the best year of your life. Unplug. Start plugging into your own life more. Have one main priority. And document your life. Document your life, you guys. I am sitting in an empty parking lot, but do you see these trees? I know you can see that. Like, it's so beautiful around me. So beautiful. There's trees right here. I'm just taking it all in because this is the advice I'm giving to you, is to just take it in and to slow down. And I'm about to go on a nature walk that I'm really excited for. And yeah, like, I love life. I truly do. I love life, and I don't live the best life. And I have never lived the best life, but I have blessings. I have too many to count, and so do you. You have so many to count. If you can actually count your blessings, I think that you're not really like looking around you, because everything is a fucking blessing. Everything is a blessing. And I know that's easy for me to say because I'm not sitting in the worst life position right now, but if you are, your mindset could be a blessing. Okay, if you flip the script in your head and flip your perspective, that could be a blessing, okay? And the day that you can walk away from the shit that you're going through, that can be a blessing too. So, ouch. So yeah, 2026 is going to be an amazing year. And I don't care if there's a whole community of people saying, new year, new me. Why do people say that? Who cares if people are motivated by the new year? That is amazing and that is awesome. You should be motivated because it is a new chapter. I've never seen 2026. I've never met her, and you haven't either. So let's get excited. Let's get pumped. Let's motivate each other. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.